This program is brought to you by Sevvy PNP.
小辣
Wait.
中 what the Hello, this is the episode 1 of Mala Talk, and
Yes.
we've already failed our introduction. So let's try again.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
小辣、中辣、大辣 welcome to this week's episode
of Mala Talk. Yes, apparently we still have not gotten this right. So let's wait. Let's see whether if episode 2 we can get it right. Okay, let's move on. So
Wait, are we not gonna do it again?
Please do it again.
wait, are you gonna add that part? I purposely do so that it's like like actual podcast. Like, I'm not gonna stop.
Oh,
Know what I
okay.
mean?
One more take, and then
Okay,
we'll not stop already.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
小辣、中辣、大辣
Welcome to this week's episode of Mala Talk. So,
I'm G.
and I'm Tawan, and we have our producer here with us, Jess 所罗门, please.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. So, we have come up with this segment during the winter break, and I think we have a lot to talk about, right, G?
Yes,
So I
a
think
lot.
let's convert this conversation to segment or just a podcast
Yeah.
in general. So Mala Talk is basically about like the daily routine of what we do.
Yeah,
what is-
basically
Yeah.
about Sevvy, like spilling juicy stuff about Sevvy and non-Sevvy topics, where we would have the topic of the day, which would come in later in the podcast as well. Yeah.
Yes. So we'll be introducing ourselves first. So G, you want to start first?
Hi. I go by G and you can call me G. So I'm a year 2 English lit student, and I've been in Sevvy for like 2 years now.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm a resident at Hall 7 for 2 years as well. Yes.
Wow, what a boring introduction. Okay, so I'm Tawan. I've been a 7 member for not even a full year, it's half a year. I'm a year 1 AAA student, and now it's December. Yes, it's half a year. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to play computer games, and yes, of course, I like to dance a lot. Then why not let's talk about MBTI? Okay, G, what is yours?
Sure.
That was a jump.
Wait, I can't remember what's mine actually.
Okay, so I'll say first. So I'm a ENFJ.
Let me check mine.
You wanna guess how much percentage of my E is?
A lot.
What is
Let's-
a lot? Out of 100%.
90.
Wow! How do you guess it right? It sounds so fake, but yes. My extrovertness is 90% the MBTI scale. Yeah. Maybe you won't see that much in these episodes of podcast. Maybe if you meet me in real life, yes.
I think they can already tell from this much of the podcast.
I'm actually a very chaotic person. And I have very weird pronunciation of words. I think maybe you can have already caught on to my
You can have already.
yes. Apparently, to Sevvy members, I'm known to have auditory dyslexia. So basically, if you don't know what is that, you can search it up.
Yes, okay. So can you tell us more about like your what's that thing called?
What's that?
Your extrovertedness, like the percentage and the rest of the
Please speak
elements.
to the mic.
The elements, the other elements.
Actually, the others are all like maybe not very important. I think I'm just proud of the fact that I'm extrovertedness. But if you really want to know, I'm ENN, so it's like feeling. So I always go by my gut feeling. I think that's how I do things every day in my life. Just like today, luckily my my friends and I didn't go out, cause I realized that Maybe today's gonna rain. That's why we are so lazy to go out. Oh yes, and it rains. So, lucky
So
we
you are
didn't go
saying that
out.
you're very intuitive.
Yes, I have a very
Okay.
good gut feeling.
Mhm.
Most of the time it fails me, but today it succeeded. So
Jess, do you think the feeling in the 16 personalities is like it means intuition, or it has a link to like intuition at all?
You are,
basically, does she meant that is if the MBTI is it even accurate in the first place?
No, that's not what I meant, but okay, sure.
you meant the you are ISFP, is it?
I'm a ISFP, yeah.
She's
correct.
not thinking at all.
So basically, feeling is like feeling as compared to thinking is like you. Yeah, sort of like going with your gut feeling, but also you're like thinking more of your emotion. You're thinking with your emotions rather than thinking rationally. But it's not exactly a bad thing. It's just that you're more like in tune with your emotions.
I see.
Yeah, maybe they're better empathizers also.
So I'm very different from you, Tawan.
Yes.
I'm not an extrovert. I'm an ISFP. Yes. So I'm very much an introvert, which I think we have like very different personalities in that way because of your extrovertedness and me being an introvert.
So what made you like decided to do on this podcast? I thought introverts like to stay in their room, don't like to do anything related to all this type of stuff. Only extroverts like to portray themselves so much that they like to talk so much until people find them annoying.
So you're saying I'm annoying?
I just said extroverts, right? Oh my god, this woman has auditoria dyslexia too.
No, okay, but why I decided and agreed on to doing this, right, is because like how we started this podcast was me and Tawan talking to the mic while waiting for our friends to finish their stuff in the jam band room, and we started doing our little podcast, talking nonsense
Yes.
and stuff. And so I was like, actually, this might be a really good podcast idea. And why I am so willing to do this is because I feel very comfortable talking to the people that I'm familiar with. So that's okay. Yes.
Would you like to explain your situation today, Tawan?
What situation?
Your nose.
Oh yeah. So sorry. Just now today I have a bit of a sinus. It is happening every day and I'm getting kind of sick of it. I really want to cut off my nose. Okay, so guess what? We have a lot of people in Sevvy that has nose problems too. Yes. For example, Anthony Sui. The next person will be our own producer, Jess 所罗门. Okay, next.
Okay, yeah, I think now we can move on to like talking more about Sevvy and what Sevvy is, because to our listeners, maybe some of them are not very familiar.
Yes. Okay, so Sevvy is Hall 7's dance crew, and we are participating in this year's next year's HOCC, and HOCC stands for
Hall Olympiad closing ceremony.
Yes, exactly. I had to let her say that because I really forget what HOCC is. This is my first year joining HOCC, and I think for now I think training is not that tough yet. I think it's still manageable for me, but I can see that a lot those that have not danced before, those who did not experience dance before, are kind of struggling at it.
But I think they are actually improving ever since they joined Sevvy, and a lot of them without dance background, I can see that some of them are actually trying.
Yes, of course.
Actually, all of them are trying. Sorry, all of them are trying.
I think Sevvy is a very wholesome dance crew which includes everyone. Just like how every day after Sevvy practices we have like
I don't know if we can say that on.
We can cut that out.
We can cut that out.
Okay, we will make it redacted.
Redacted. Okay.
Yeah, so we have lunch together as
Mhm.
a whole Sevvy, as Sevvy as a whole. As Sevvy as a whole, what the fuck?
Yeah, she.
As Sevvy as a whole.
Guess what? She's an English major, guys.
Okay, like Sevvy as a whole, we'll have lunch together and
Allegedly.
Actually.
Allegedly have lunch together.
yeah. Okay, so
So actually, a lot of people that joined Sevvy was just trying out for dance. Then they got the interest to like after they joined the open class taught by our seniors. So I think we already know what hall dance is. So what?
so what?
So G, do you have anything to say about your hall dance experience? I think you have. I think you're year 2 now, right? Did you join HOCC last year?
I did actually. Jazz also did. Solomon.
How
Whatever,
was
my whole name is out there already.
how was both of your experience in HO? G, you can start first.
Okay, last year my experience wasn't the best, I would say, because I had a lot of outside commitments which didn't really allow me to do my best. And this year it's like a redemption year and I want to like do better in a way. But for last year I think it was very fun. And there were way more people in dance as compared to this year. And it was like twice the amount of people that we have right now. Yes.
Wow.
So it was quite fun because like we would train at different locations and travel to different places. And sometimes we would have training till like past midnight, which is, I would say, an experience. Yeah.
So I don't know about you.
Why this become interview? We have no guests right now, so
The producer have to talk.
yes. Actually we'll be having a guest next week. Oh, surprise guest. You guys guess who the surprise guest? Actually y'all don't know. No one will know until next week. But last year Sevvy was very, like, I would say very vocal as compared to this year.
Yeah.
But that's not like necessarily a good or bad thing. It's just like we just have more extroverts last year, I think. Then very noisy. Then this year is like everyone is like silently encouraging each other, which is also very nice. Instead of like the silent encouragements and like the acknowledging each other's individual differences. Yeah. It's
Yes.
celebrating them
Oh
as
yes.
a club.
For sure.
Yes.
So how was your commitment like in Sevvy? Do you have to leave halfway or something like that?
You mean like last year?
Yes, correct. I mean, like, why do you say that? You cannot commit as fully as possible. Sorry, guys, I wanted to make a joke, but
It's okay. You say first what we want to say.
nah, it's okay. Let's move on.
Okay. You can
Oh,
just
you want to hear your
Okay.
joke? What's your joke?
So, okay. So actually, right, you say you have outside commitments last time. Right? So do you actually join Sevvy members like the lunch we have all this like this year?
No.
Why?
Yeah, ask again.
Okay, so G, just now you mentioned that last year HOCC, that you had outside commitments. Were you very committed to Sevvy last year?
I wouldn't say so.
So do you think anybody hates you in Sevvy now?
Ooh.
So what level of mala is this?
I would say
So were there any tensions?
中啦 or 大啦.
So
But I feel like you can't really like hate someone based on what they did in the past. As in like, yeah, you can do that, but like if someone is trying, then like I don't know.
yeah, I
You can't
think
really say
maybe
much,
this year
right?
is a redemption year for you, just like what you said just now
Mhm.
in the introduction. I think No one hates you. Everyone is lovable in Sevvy. It's a
Yes.
wholesome dance crew.
Yes.
This is not why we have Mala talk, but I
You can
guess
just cut this part out.
it's just our pilot episode, so we will be a bit 小辣
Chill.
today.
We'll be more 小辣 today.
小辣.
So let's move on. Podcast will be boring if we're just talking about Sevvy, right? So the topic of today is about old people.
So the topic is, why do old people think they are big?
Big in what way?
I think
Kawan came out with this question, which I find really interesting actually. So
okay. So actually, I was thinking of this question like why do old people think that they always have the upper hand? They think they deserve everything in the whole wide world. So for example, like they'll start scolding us out of nowhere if we do something small, like make a small mistake.
do you have a particular example?
So that time, right, in just an MRT, just MRT,
Okay.
right, in particular.
Okay.
So there's this old woman that wants to sit on my particular seat, but where there are all the other empty seats around me. I don't know why, but she chose on that day and wake up on the wrong side of the bed. She wanted to sit on that seat. I don't know the feng shui on the second seat of the MRT seats have what gold coming out of the seat or something. But she chose that on that day she wanted to sit there. Then she started scolding me. Then eventually I just had to move one seat away, right? Because they're old. I cannot we have to respect elders, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes I think there's a limit lah. Okay. So
Correct.
the story's not finished, right? After I moved already, right, she started scolding me again. And she
What
asked
did
me
she
why am I
say?
so lazy? Why did I not stand up and move instead I slide over. I was in awe and I was so shocked that she said all this. So I just stand up and left lah, because I don't think it's nice to argue with an elderly, right? So then this after that it brought me to brought attention. Fuck, my English is so bad.
It's fine.
It's I started to think about why. Actually, I've seen this a lot everywhere. Why do the elderly speak so
Big.
霸道啊? 霸道 in Chinese called 霸道. It's they are
okay.
so loud and they think they're always correct. Why do you think that way though? So G, do you have any experience like this before?
Not something that I can think at the top of my head, but I do understand what you mean when you say that some old people think that they are big
Yes.
with inverted commas. So I don't know. Maybe it's because they think that they have more experience in the society, and young people like us or youths are seen to be kids in their eyes. Yeah.
But that doesn't give the right to be rude to youngsters, right?
yeah.
I mean, respect come in both ways, right? If you want someone to respect you, you have to respect them first, ma. But
That's
why
true.
why is it the fact that they had this mentality, or is it just for me, right? I think deep down, right, I think it's just because they have went through a lot. Then I think it's they think that now when the era, in the this era, right, maybe we should be the one respecting them because they did so much for us. They should be well respected in any case.
That's true, but in the case that you just mentioned, I don't think there's anything got to do with I've done so much for this society in my many years of living, and you should respect me, because there are so many other seats in the MRT train in your situation.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So example if the 菜饭 person or if the 菜饭 auntie or uncle was rude to me and they are older than me, I cannot say maybe they have more experience in this society. Maybe they just had a long day lah. Yeah. So Jess, do you have like any experience or anything?
Basically, for me, it was more of like a race thing. I don't know if it like I felt it was like a race thing lah. So basically, I was like going on my way to school. Like last time, my school was in Sota, like Dhoby Ghaut area. Then I was on the purple line. Then after that, I had this like it was just a laptop bag.
Okay.
So I like put it. It's like this big, and I put it on the floor. And then the woman, like the elderly woman, she was like, why you stand like this? You're blocking the whole walkway, you know. Like I was standing literally, you know, like the door opens like this.
Yeah.
And I was like standing here. And then it's like a little pocket where you can stand. And she was sitting at the handicap seat.
Okay.
Handicap, the reserve seat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then I was like, the heck? I'm not really blocking anyone. And she was like, wow, only this kind of people always block the way. Then she asked me to move down the train to like the next, what is it called? Carrier. The next.
Okay. The next cabin.
Yeah, the next cabin. Then I was like,
Okay.
the heck, I'm not doing that. So I just stayed. And then there was this like Chinese guy that came in with like a large suitcase. And he was genuinely blocking the door. And she didn't say anything to him. So I was just there with my this size laptop bag being like, why do you target me? Why do you feel like you have to say something? Karen.
I really think this is a race thing now.
Yeah.
Because after you mentioned Chinese, and I think the elderly woman is just racist, I guess.
But
Perhaps.
do you think Singapore has like this racial discrimination issue, although like we promote ourselves as like a racial harmonious society?
As I think Singapore on the outside, right? I think everyone seems very cohesive. I think, but I think deep down, right, they have this innate like racism in themselves.
Okay.
Themselves.
Yes. So they have this innate racism in themselves. They, although they don't show it, but they tend to have this feeling lah. But I think the feeling is okay. But as long as you treat people equally, when your actions show that you treat them equally, it should be fine.
Yeah.
You just have to keep all those negative thoughts to yourself lah.
Yeah.
Because not everyone is a very optimistic person lah. They might have these negative thoughts about certain race or this. But if they are able to filter it out and then like their actions do not show that they are racist, right? I think it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually agree with him lah. Cause like, if you don't show it, then it's fine. I mean, although like, Singapore always like promotes racial harmony and all, but it can't be instilled in everybody. So as long as like you don't portray that hate when you're out in society, then like, I think it's better than nothing. Yes.
And I think racism, right, is like considered a taboo subject in Singapore. It's like a very sensitive topic, but where no one like to talk about. It's like I think they're scared that people are very sensitive about it. But I think we need to like step forward a little bit and like start talking about all these issues so that people get to know more about what's happening instead of like keeping to themselves.
Yeah. I think no, a lot of these issues are not like race lah in Singapore, which may how should I put it? Like, which makes a lot of Singaporeans not very exposed or comfortable when talking about this kind of like topics.
They're not open-minded lah.
Yeah.
I think this relates to our, like what we say like old people. I think because they're traditional, so they have experienced like I think maybe those elderly people, they have experienced the riots last time, right? The
Oh yeah.
yes, the racial riots. Maybe
Yeah.
they have this like this thinking already ingrained in them. Yes.
Okay.
I think traditional mindsets, right, they can't accept things like this lah. Like racism, like they just don't like other races. Like maybe other more open taboo subjects, I would say LGBT.
Yeah.
Maybe they also cannot accept it, like
Yeah.
all these traditional people.
Yeah.
But I don't think But it's just their own
mindset.
their own mindset lah. We cannot change anything about them.
Correct. And I feel like in this current society, right, a lot of like these topics are more open and spoken about amongst youngsters as compared to like the elderly people. And when you raise these issues to like the older people, right, they get very aggressive.
Agitated, yes, agitated.
Agitated and aggressive. And they become very defensive and be like, oh no. We cannot have this in us in our society, and this is bad and stuff like that. So yeah.
So actually we are done talking about this topic, right?
Yeah.
We need to make better transitions.
Yes.
It's our first time doing a podcast, so
Yes. Please give us some. Please cut us some slack. We might not know what we are talking about, but we'll come up with a better transition when we talk about other topics.
we only have one extrovert carrying us.
Yes, correct. So actually, maybe you see me talking so much, right? But actually, my brain's actually empty. I'm just speaking a lot of random rubbish, just keeping the conversation going. Yes, this is normally what extroverts do.
Yeah,
Yes, extroverts are normally not a bad thing.
Do you want to talk about school life?
School life sucks.
Yeah, school life. So how's school?
We just got our results the other day.
Just got
you know?
results. I
Yeah.
was kind of disappointed, I guess. I was expecting a 5.0 GPA,
You're being hard on yourself.
but I guess things doesn't go their way. Things doesn't go my way, sorry. Yeah. Honestly, uni, right, is not that difficult. It's just need to balance your time properly.
Yeah.
I think balancing your time management is like plays a very big part on how well you do in uni.
Yeah.
You might be able to study every day, every hour, but doesn't mean you will enjoy the process, right? You still
Correct.
need to have like some relaxation time to yourself. You need like some me time without like no studying, or you just need some social life.
So, like when you are living in hall and stuff like that, do you like go out of school to like hang out with your friends and stuff like that often, or do you like stay in hall?
So actually, right, last time when I came, well, I just because I'm year one, right,
Yeah.
I didn't know much about uni. I don't really have anyone in hall 7. So, when I came in, I felt like very unnatural because like all my friends are not there. Then I don't really have anyone to talk to in hall 7. So I like practically just stay in my room. So I was basically called something called a hall phantom. Yeah. But I think after Sevvy, it changed me quite a bit. Like I started to hang out with them more. Started to leave my room a bit more.
A little bit.
Yes, a little bit.
Yes.
I think it's a very nice. It's a good thing lah. So that I won't stay in the hall doing nothing. It gives me a social life, I think. I get to meet a lot of new people, and some people are quite wholesome. They're quite nice. Yes.
Yeah, they are. I mean, we talked about this just now, like having lunch with them and stuff like that. And sometimes they will have like random dinner chills, which I feel is really nice, very wholesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, like 2 days ago, we just had our Secret Santa event
Oh yeah.
hosted by Siqi and Jiayi.
Yes.
Yes, we will talk more about Siqi and Jiayi next time. But just saying first, Siqi is just a noisy person like me. Yes, we'll get to interview her soon.
Yeah, we'll have special guests coming on our podcast soon, but we'll not tell you who yet.
Yeah, so we cannot be talking to ourselves, right, G?
Yeah.
we can cut our producer some slack and not let her talk to us too.
Yeah.
Okay, so just now I was talking about the Secret Santa we had 2 days ago, and I guess what presents I received?
What?
Guess lah, walao. Yes.
Is it a typical gift?
I would say it's a very typical gift. As in the genre.
Okay.
Yeah, the
So do you
genre.
like it?
Yes, of course. It's like one of my favorite thing, yes.
Okay. Jess, do you know what is it?
Of course you know, but whatever. Let's just play into his game.
Okay, so I got
That's it.
I got a Shiba Inu soft toy, and it was from Zuhan. Yes. So actually, I really love the dog Shiba Inu, or like just corgi, all this in general. I really love fat dogs. Looks
Okay.
they look damn cute. So what did you get for?
So I got a Craftholic soft toy from
Ooh.
Taiwan.
Yay!
And
I'm a Secret Santa.
Yes, he's my secret Santa, and I really love Craftholic. Like Craftholic is one of my favorite brands.
Yes, I didn't know that, but
So I'm really happy. Like
Yes.
really happy.
so 所罗门 who gift did you receive?
Whose gift did you receive? Who's your secret Santa? And what did you receive?
So my secret
I
Santa
can hear the despair in her
was
voice.
our very own hall dance captain, Anthony Sui. He got me a LED light box. Psych! Inside it was a shirt. And we were told to get the best gift you can think of to give like someone in Sevvy. Because like this year it wasn't like the normal secret Santa where you assign someone.
Yeah.
But like we had this little game where we had to like choose a gift and then we rotate here, rotate there, then you end
Yeah,
up
we
with
played
whatever-
games lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a random gift at the end.
Mm.
So I saw this mahjong paper and there was like no name on it. So I was
Oh my
like, oh
God.
gosh, who's this? Whose gift is this? Then I saw an LED light box and I was like, oh, okay, maybe not that bad. Then I opened it, it was a shirt. A goddamn shirt.
So just a little bit of context. Jess really love LED lights. Can see her
Yeah.
room is like filled with LED lights. She likes all these colorful things. Oh, but I guess you're not as lucky as me and G.
Do you like the shirt actually?
I gave it to Suhan.
Oh.
Because he would have more use for it than. So basically, I gave $40 worth of things to Suhan because he also got my gift.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, correct.
So I gave him
Okay.
the Marks and Spencer gift bag
Mhm.
plus the shirt. So I basically got nothing out of the experience. I'm a little bit upset.
So what do you want to say to Anthony Sui?
Anthony Sui, I'm coming for you.
yes,
This caustic shit.
we will ask him to come out to our podcast soon.
Yeah.
Slander him here.
Mhm.
Ruin his reputation.
Okay, I think that's enough of ruining someone's reputation. I think we can wrap this up already.
Yeah.
I think episode 1 is just like introducing what we have in our hall, who we are, and what Sevvy is about, and what we are doing in our daily life, what our daily routine is. So I think today's episode was just an introduction. I think we'll move on to other topics and talk about more juicy stuff that is 中辣 and above.
Yeah, in the
Right.
future with
Yes.
like our guests coming in, and yeah, this is like a trial and error kind of episode for
Yes,
us. 'cause
correct. As you can see, we did not plan a lot of stuff. We just wanted to talk.
Yes, we're just going with the flow and see where
Comes onto our
this
mind.
see where this brings us.
As I said, my brain was really very empty.
Same.
The audio was peaking at some point, so I apologize for that as well. You'll do
Yes.
better next week.
Yes, we'll do better next
Yes.
week. Episode 2.
Yes.
All right. Do you have an ending or something? Thank you for listening.
Okay,
Mala
so
Thank you for
I-
listening to this week's episode of
Mala
Mala Talk.
Talk.
And we'll catch you in the next episode.
ASMR.
Peace out.
Bye bye.
Yeah, in the
Listen properly.
in the beginning, yeah.